Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and I'm here to do the July 2025 release and review. So I'm going to go over all the products, go over sizing, stuff like that. You know, the normal stuff I normally do. Okay, and remember you can stay tuned to the end of the video and you can watch me ink blend the new stencil if you want. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to start with the brand new mini Girl Gnome dies and the mini Gnome dies. Okay, so just for reference, this is an A2 size card base. And this is a normal size gnome. Okay, this is the mini gnome. You can see the difference in size, right? Then we've got the Girl Gnome. Ignore that her feet aren't on there. And then you've got the mini Girl Gnomes. Now, remember, there's 3 hairstyles. You know, there's always been 3 hairstyles. And there they are. So that's the sizing. Super cute. Great for using with other items from this release. I'm going to pull these back out when I have the other items, like when I'm showing you the other items, just so you have reference for sizing. Okay. I'm just going to put those off to the side. We have the brand new Car Dies RV Camper. So this is adorable. Remember, I don't know if I said it, but for all of the new dies, there is assembly videos for each and every one of the items. So you can check those out. Those are separate. Okay. Didn't mention that for the mini gnomes. Okay. So this is the Car Dies RV Camper. And then this is what it looks like. This is on an R2 or an A2 sized card base. I was thinking RV camper, R2 instead of A2. So A2 size card. There you go. You can't really use it horizontally on a vertical A2, but perfect on a horizontal A2. Then you've got these fun little fairy lights that you can use. You know, I just made these like the normal fairy lights, but you could certainly make these in Christmas colors. That would be fun. And that's what it looks like. Now, with a normal sized gnome, okay, that's cute, with a mini gnome. So that's why they were made to make it a little bit easier to use. Although I think this is still cute. So you could certainly use this still. But that is what it looks like. Sorry. There we go. Okay. Now, next we have let's move these off to the side. Next we have the brand new, gotta get the die set. I'm not organized. Okay, I lost this one. I had to search high and low. Okay, so next we have the hot air balloon dies. Now remember, there's an assembly video. Check that out. Okay, so this is an A2 size card front. This is the size of the hot air balloon. There are pennants that you could use or not. Next, we can use a normal sized gnome. Hold on, I'm gonna grab this one. It's a normal sized gnome. I cut off her little feet so it's easier to hide. So you could do a normal sized gnome. It works, nothing wrong with it. Or you could use the brand new minis and it fits a lot better, right? So you could squeeze 2 in here easily, like just not put the feet on, right? And you could easily squeeze 2. Oops. You know, which would be cute, right? You could have 2 gnomes in there. Obviously, you wouldn't have the feet on, but you get the gist, right? So that's the size difference with the small versus the large. But as I said, perfect for your cards. I just think it's adorable, right? And check out that assembly video. Next, we have the brand new Gnome Dies Travel Add Ons. Now you're going to want some gnomes to go with this. You know, the normal gnomes, the Girl Gnome dies, any of the gnomes, right? Even the mini gnomes. But for holding things, I think the larger gnome works better. And there's an assembly video, like I said, for those, so check that out. So here is an A2 size card base. And here is the big gnome. Okay, so we have a kind of Polaroid-y looking camera. Too cute, right? We have an eye mask for flying. That's cute. We have rolling luggage. Hello, how cute is rolling luggage, right? You can put it sideways if you'd like. Rolling luggage. Little, an iPhone on a selfie stick. Cute. An airplane. That's adorable. A little passport. Hello, with a gnome on it. That's cute. World. Cruise ship. And a ship's wheel. Okay, so that is all of them. Now, obviously, this kind of blends in to the little gnome, but remember, you could use this with a pirate. You could use, you know, you could have these like pink luggage if you want. You could use these as a kid holding toys if you want, right? Lots of fun stuff. You can use them without the hands to decorate a, you know, a travel card, whatever you want, or you can use them with hands. And remember, there is an assembly video, and you can check me putting these guys together. They are very simple, but these are all of them on an A2 size card front. Okay, and then obviously, if you wanted to have them with the small gnomes, these are too big for them, but you could certainly have a small gnome and then decorate around them without the hands, right? That would be super cute too. So an adorable new gnome dies travel add-ons set, I think. Next, we have the new stamp set called Sky is the Limit, and there are outline dies. Okay, and the different sentiments are, let me get it out, flying by to say happy birthday, it's your birthday, let's get carried away, the sky's the limit, you make my heart soar, fun adventures with my gnomies, time to soar, bon voyage gnomie, bon voyage, love is in the air. Now, the only sideways ones are these ones, and so the adventure begins, and just a note to lift your spirits. So these would be good for cards or for, you know, travel layouts, right? And then, like I said, there's the outline dies, which always makes it handy when you're making cards and adding sentiments on. Lastly, we have the brand new airplane stencil. This is the freebie. You want to check out the rules. It's a 1-layer stencil. And this is what it looks like ink blended. So it's just very straightforward. Little airplanes, super fun. And, you know, you can make your own pattern paper. So stay tuned after this and you can watch me ink blend it. Okay, hey, so I'm going to ink blend this stencil. I am using Doodlebug's dot stripe, and I'm using the dot side. And I'm just going to, you know, use Post-it tape to hold that piece of paper down behind that stencil. Remember, this is a freebie with purchase, before shipping and handling, while supplies last, all that stuff. You got to check out the amount. Usually it's about $50, but don't quote me, check it out. So I'm taking Salvaged Patina and a blending brush. And I'm just going to ink blend over this whole background. So I'm going to have some blue planes everywhere. So I think this release is adorable. It's really cute, travel themed. You could use them for little kids' cards, pretend that these are all toys. Toy planes for a background would be fun. I just think it's adorable. And like I said, stencils are easy to use. You can make your own pattern paper that way, make things match the way you like. So this is it. So that's it. So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to hop on over to the Jaded Blossom blog, be inspired by the team, the Jaded Blossom store, to get your hands on this amazing release. And thank you for watching. And we will see you soon in my next video. So check this out. Awesome, right? There we go. Bye, everybody.